Every once in a while, life puts us in touch with people who test our patience, tolerance, and even our beliefs. Dealing with people like this can be a test of character. Bankei, a Zen master, knew this all too well when a displeased Nichiren priest interrupted his peaceful talks. Welcome to Grandpa Wisdom Story, your go-to channel for engaging, timeless tales full of life lessons. Once upon a time, a temple stood in the middle of a busy city. It was a place of peace and quiet in the middle of the city's constant noise. This was Zen Master Bankei's temple. Bankei was a one-of-a-kind teacher. Even though he was small, but his presence filled the whole temple. His clear eyes shone with wisdom and kindness, and his soft authoritative voice was a beacon for souls looking for enlightenment. Bankei's teachings drew a lot of people every day, from the first light of dawn until the sun went down. There was a wide range of people in the temple, including curious Zen students, high-ranking officials, devoted monks, regular people, and even some people from rival sects. It was a rare sight, with people from all ranks and sects coming together to listen to Bankei's teachings. A priest from the Nichiren sect, on the other hand, began to feel uneasy about this. The priest was well-liked and known for his strong faith. He was very tall, which had sharp hawk-like features, and a fiery gaze. His ego, though, was just as big. He couldn't understand why his followers, and others had left to hear Bankei talk about Zen. One hot afternoon, the Nichiren priest decided to talk to Bankei, because he was both angry and jealous. As he stomped through the city in his red robes, his mind was clouded with the need to prove that he was better. He thought about how he would make a big entrance into Bankei's temple, how the crowd would quiet down, and how he would definitely beat the humble Zen master. When the priest got to the temple, he stopped and shouted,
"Hey, Zen teacher!"
His voice echoed all over the temple, which was a big change from the quiet atmosphere. He continued with grinning.
"Anyone who respects you will do what you say, but I don't respect you. Can you make me obey you?"
Bankei wasn't bothered by the priest's arrogance, so he got up from his seat and met the priest's angry gaze with a calm smile. His answer was soft but firm.
Come up next to me and I'll show you.
The priest pushed through the crowd of confused faces and climbed the stone steps of the temple. He did this because he was stubborn and curious at the same time. The Zen master stood next to Bankei and said in a calm voice,
Come over to my left side.
The priest moved to Bankei's left without stopping to think.
No!
Bankei said after a short pause, his voice echoing around the silent temple.
We might be able to talk better if you were on the right side. Step over here.
Again, the priest did what he was told, but his mind was still on the debate that was coming up. Then, Bankei said his last words, which fell like soft rain but hit like a thunderbolt.
I see that you are listening to me, and I think you are a very kind person. Now take a seat and listen.
The priest and the crowd were all dumbfounded. He had been tricked into following Bankei's every order without knowing it. The pride and defiance left his face, and a growing understanding took its place. He sat down on the ground in stunned silence, and his mind began to open up to the deep wisdom that Zen Master Bankei represented. People watched with bated breath as the powerful Nichiren priest took a new seat among them. Not as a proud challenger, but as a humble student ready to listen and learn. From that day on, everyone in the temple had more respect for Bankei, and a better understanding of Zen teachings. Not only did the priest's challenge open his mind, but it also taught everyone else there that day a lesson about humility, awareness, and the subtle power of obedience. So, under the warm light of the setting sun, Bankei's teachings kept reverberating, which bringing people together and opening their minds. The story of Zen Master Bankei and the Nichiren priest shows how humility, openness, And the power of silent obedience can change your entire life for the better. People with strong beliefs or ego-driven goals like the Nichiren priest are something that we see every day. They might be people we know at work, in our families, or in our communities. People like this can test our patience, understanding, and sometimes our ability to keep relationships peaceful. The Zen Master Bankei gives us a way to handle these kinds of situations that we can all use. He chose to talk to the Nichiren priest in a way that didn't put him down or make him mad. Instead, Bankei led him in a quiet way, showing how powerful humility, strategic communication, and quiet obedience can be. In any tense situation, whether at work, in our personal lives, or in society as a whole, Bankei's approach tells us to stay calm, lead with wisdom, and look for ways to grow and understand each other instead of getting into a fight. It teaches us how to turn a potentially explosive situation into a learning experience for both ourselves and the other person involved. In the end, the story shows how wise, humble, and well-planned communication can turn stubborn opposition into willing cooperation. It's a gentle reminder that force isn't the only way to get your point across. Sometimes, the soft, subtle strokes of wisdom can be much more powerful than the bright colors of authority. Let's remember the lesson from this Zen master as we go through life, and use it when we meet our own Nichiren priests. By doing this, we can help make the world a place where understanding is more important than conflict, and mutual respect is more important than winning an argument. Like Mahatma Gandhi said, in a gentle way, you can shake the world.